So recently I was riding my 2023 Meepo Mini 5 and I went to turn it off and it wouldn't turn off. I did some research, found out that I needed this part called an ESV. They sell one that's for a 9-pin, which is the current model that I have. It also fits one other model. And so I got those and I'm going to install that today and see if that fixes the problem. So here's the part. It's the ESV. It's going to go right in here. It's for the V5 and the Mini 5 models. And I think the most recent models, they have a different part. Here you need to open this entire case, and it opens up with a 10mm socket, which I found a lot of things take a 10mm socket. So I think I was wrong about taking the entire case off. I think just this little part is going to be able to come off. And also keep in mind, you need to keep an Allen wrench on this side or you will just spin and spin. So make sure you get all your hardware together in a little box so you don't lose it. You got some small stuff there. Here we're going to take the cover off, and it is this one cover. And here's what we have on the inside. And going to disconnect all that. And here's our replacement with a nice new gasket too. Got a couple little Phillips screws there holding everything in. Make sure you get those out and also put those in a safe place. Okay, well here's where I think I'm running into some issues. You see these connectors back there. Looks like it could be different than the ones that they sent me. Well, definitely different shape. The other issue I'm running into here is this piece that we're replacing. I've got all the hardware off. However, they're connected in here. You can see this little area here. I can't quite get it to snap out of there yet, so I'm going to play around with that a little more and see if we can get it out. And if I can, I'll show you what I did to get that out of there. Okay, there's more adventures here. You see this black wire? It goes from into the electronics here, and it just goes up and kind of tapes inside of there. So I'll back up so you can see. It just, so I was looking at the new one, and it also has one, and I wish I could tell you what that is, but I don't know. Maybe somebody knows. Put it in the comments if you do. I'm this far in. I'm just gonna pull it out of there. Kind of, voila, there it is. All right, this looks like it's just going to kind of wedge its way out, and yeah. Well, I'm just going to keep trying to get that out of there by just kind of pushing it down. I'll let you know how that turns out. I was able to kind of get this out by gently wiggling it out. There's a little minor damage there. So we'll see how this goes. Here's the new part. Here's the old part. You can see they're like identical fairly. The thing that looks different here is here we have this, and here we have these, which I'm gonna get those off of there and see if they actually slide on there or if this is just a new design. Also, what I'm seeing is these pins I think are they need to go right, let's try, in there, like so. Okay, so I got this bracket off, just holding this on, and this is the moment of truth to see if I can take these two apart and if the pin is the same as this new one. All right, so this is the old connector and the new connector. You can see they are mismo, the same. Okay, so I've got all the pieces, parts snapped back together and everything. It's just in there loosely. those look crossed because it's turned over right now. But I think what I'm going to do is, this is kind of how it'll fit back together. But I think I'm going to go ahead and charge it and see if the problem is fixed. Also, I realized I forgot to put the new gasket on. So, yeah, put that right there so I don't forget, because definitely want to keep the water out of there. So I charged this thing up all night long, and here's the moment of truth. Turns on, full charge, and turns off. Sweet. Now we're just going to put this back together and give it a ride. Alrighty, so I got everything put back together here. Everything, all the guts are back inside. Honestly, the hardest part was getting these little covers back on these 9-pin connectors here. It's just so tight in there with those Allen screws. But it's all together. Probably have about an hour in it, maybe a little bit more. But again, everything turns on, fully charged, and turns off. Woo!